almost real time. There's like a 1 or 2 second delay between what we see and what's really going on out there. See, also from this screen, we can bring up the timing data. We use just Excel spreadsheets to, that's the basic timing of all the different parameters that are in a traffic signal. The highlighted ones are what most people are familiar with. There's a minimum green time. If the phase comes on at all, that's how much green time you're going to get as a minimum. And then there's a pedestrian walk and pedestrian clearance time. But a lot of people want to know, okay, how do I get a green from signal to signal to signal? Mm-hmm. It's not as easy as people lead you to believe. Okay, this fancy looking diagram here is called a time-space diagram. Okay, I like how that sounds because it sounds all cosmic. Time-space diagram. Okay, along the bottom axis here is distance or space, okay, in feet. And along this axis is time in seconds. Okay, so when you think about it, as a car is moving down the road, it is moving through time and space simultaneously. Okay, so this diagonal line represents that path, and these little green bars, that's the green window of when that direction is green. Okay, so when it's not green, it's red. So, and in other kinds of diagrams, this bar is actually kind of continuous: green, red, green, and it's the other direction of travel, and that just goes on.
So northbound's blue and southbound's red.
Correct. Glad you learned that.
Thank you. I learned that from you.
Yeah. Trying to get two-way perfect progression depends on some very specific parameters. It depends on the distance between signals, it depends on the speed of the road, and it depends on the cycle length of the traffic signal. How many seconds it takes for it to make one complete round and then start over again. All the signals along a corridor have to have the same cycle length to get perfect progression. And there's different combinations of cycle length, distance, and speed that work. Okay? In Scottsdale, none of those factors come together very well. Okay? In order to get perfect two-way progression on Hayden Road, I would have to have a progression speed of 30 miles an hour and a cycle length of 120 to get everybody through. Because Hayden's one of our busiest roadways. Okay? Nobody on Hayden Road wants to drive 30 miles an hour. Okay?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Okay.
Get that guy.
If somebody pushes the pedestrian button here, within a short amount of time, it's not immediate, because I try to actually keep them all coordinated, okay, they will get their pedestrian crossing, they will get their solids and flashing wigwag stuff, and then by the time they've gotten to here, this direction will go through its...
Oh, I see. So it's timing them to walk. Okay.
Yeah. So if you watch, there'll be times when we got a double crossing right now. But
Okay.
Sometimes when I just stop this, but northbound continues to go, and then this will go, and northbound will stop.
I'm glad you explained that because it makes sense now. But like, I'm known for kind of crossing the crosswalk a little bit when I drive. I'm that guy. But I feel a little insulted when there's like that many lights telling me to stop. I'm like, I get it, but now it makes sense. You know.
I try to keep it coordinated.
Makes sense.
Okay. And that's a hard thing to do. I mean, these two signals are too close together to begin with.
Right. They are short.
And another one in between. I was not happy when this first came up.
Okay.